Philadelphia Eagles fall once again to the Cleveland Browns by a score of 22-17. The Eagles fall to 3-6-1. And even though the Giants didn't play and Washington won their game, the Eagles are still in first place by a half game, which is absurd at this point. But the Eagles play sloppy once again. Carson Wentz was bad. Doug Pederson was bad. There's nowhere left to go at this point. As much as I want to see this team win, as much as I get fired up to wake up on Sunday and anticipate these games and everything that's going to happen, I never thought I'd be saying this in a million years, people. Carson Wentz is not good anymore. He is not good this year. I'm sorry. Carson Wentz is my guy. I will go to the extent, I will go to the end of my wits to find a way to find some type of comfort or room for Carson Wentz. And I don't think it's solely on Carson Wentz. I think this entire team has issues. This entire organization from the bottom up is bad right now. Doug Pederson can't find himself. Carson Wentz is just bad. But overall, I mean, wow. From the first time that Carson Wentz stepped foot on the field of his career, week 1, 2016 against Cleveland, to go from then to 4 years later to week 11 to playing Cleveland and to be saying this right now, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I'm going to be saying the same things every week, but I know Carson Wentz, I mean, his decision-making is not this bad, but apparently it is. I mean, he could have had upwards of 4 interceptions today. Wentz finishes 21 for 35, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Eagles lost this game by 5 points, but at the end of the day, I mean, we got a touchdown in garbage time. There was a couple times we moved the ball, but this Eagles team just has not put it together in any game this season. Doug's play calls are the same old thing, no creativity. I know what's coming before it even happens. But Wentz's decision-making, I mean, he could have, like I said, he could have had 4 interceptions today. Couple drop balls, a rainy weather. You know, it's pouring rain. I said in my preview, you cannot have your quarterback throwing 35 to 40 times in this game. I mean, it's pouring. It's absolutely atrocious in Cleveland. And all we do is throw the ball. All we do is throw the ball. Miles Sanders in the first half had 11 carries for 63 yards. His first 3 carries, 9 yards, 11 yards, 5 yards. We're running the ball well, going downhill, and what happens? We do things that in the good that good teams do in the good situations. You cannot make these mistakes. We go down the first drive of the game, run it 9 times and throw it once. And we're inside the 10, and Miles Sanders fumbles. We give it right back. We're rolling down the field. Carson Wentz, interception. And Doug Pederson gets away from the run again. I mean, I'm not going to say it anymore. I literally said before this game happened, if the Eagles don't give Miles Sanders more than 16 touches, I mean, Doug should be gone. Miles Sanders, 16 carries for 66 yards. He had 11 for 63 in the first half. 5 carries for 3 yards in the second half. Boston Scott, 5 touches in the first half for 24 yards. Doesn't see the ball in the second half. It can't get worse than this. Dallas Goddard had 5 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown in garbage time. but we used them in the first quarter. Didn't really go back to them that much. Travis Fulgham was locked up by Denzel Ward. Second game in a row he's been locked. Alshon Jeffrey, nowhere to be found. We throw to him on a third down, he drops it. Richard Rodgers may have been our best target, honestly. And he had 2 catches. One was wide open in the end zone, and that was that. I don't know what else to say at this point. The Eagles' defense was pretty bad in the third and fourth quarter, but I got to be honest. When we are on the field that much, when they have to make that many stops, it's just not feasible. I thought Jim Schwartz came out. I thought he could have sent more pressure at Baker Mayfield, but for the Eagles to pretty much pin down the Browns' run in the first half. This team is averaging 160 yards a game on the ground. Last week, both of their running backs had over 100 yards with Nick Chubb coming back. Both of them had over 100 yards. And at halftime, the Browns had 18 rushing yards. I believe Nick Chubb had about 14 or 15 on like 7 carries, and Kareem Hunt had 3. 18 rushing yards compared to the Eagles having 96 rushing yards at halftime. And what does Doug always do? And when we get behind, he stops running the ball. We finished this game with 106 rushing yards. We ran the ball for 10 yards in the second half. And we ended up, we were leading in terms of the run to pass by, I think, 10 or 11 at halftime. Hold on, let me check. The Eagles had 19 runs and 11 passes at halftime. They were up by 8. And we finished the game throwing it 35 to 37 times. And we run it 25. It's unbelievable. There's no more excuses. We get away from the run. Doug's play calling is terrible. No creativity, no pick routes, just no motion, nothing. And Carson Wentz's decision-making is just, it's done. I mean, some of these throws in the third and fourth quarter, I mean, I can't believe it, man. The Browns literally did not play that good of a game. They did what they had to, and that's what they've done all season. They did what they had to. Guys getting hurt for the Eagles, undisciplined again. 5 penalties in this one for 33 yards, some costly ones. Eagles averaging 4.2 yards a carry. One point in this game, we're averaging 6 yards a carry. Miles Sanders was averaging 6.4 yards a carry. And there's just nowhere else to go. No offensive coordinator, no good play calls. Doug looks lost. I can't be that mad at the defense. I mean, they made some good stops. They did what they had to. They shut down this run. You keep putting them out there, keep letting them get exposed. It is what it is. I mean, our corners got Vontae Maddox was bad. Jalen Mills made a nice play at the goal line, but also gave up a boneheaded play. Couple interceptions dropped. We had 1 turnover in this game, and it was beautiful. Fletcher Cox was getting held, and he smacked the ball out of Baker Mayfield's hands. And what do? We throw a touchdown on the next play. But our defense can't accumulate more turnovers. We lost the turnover battle 3-1 in this one. We go and try. I mean, Jake Elliott kicks a field goal. Cody Parkey, I mean, hits 2 field goals and then gets blocked. We finally make a play on special teams, and it doesn't amount to anything. Well, I don't even know if we threw the ball over 20 yards this game. I can't believe I'm saying it, but Wentz might be done. What a difference one matchup to the next can make. I really don't have much else to say about this game. It's really getting disheartening to come on here and talk about this. And I want to congratulate the New York Giants and the Washington football team because, quite frankly, one of those teams has probably won the division. And I'm saying that as we sit in first place. But it's time to stop fooling ourselves, people. It's time to stop continuing to talk up our team as if we're going to turn it around because we end up looking like fools every week when I try to find a way. Oh, this will happen. Oh, this will happen. This is how the Eagles win. And at the same time, we just keep making the same mistakes. Doug goes away from the run. Carson Wentz can't make the right decisions on his pick 6, right? We're moving the ball. Jalen Reagor on an out route is wide open. I saw it before they even showed the replay. He's wide open. And Wentz was not hit yet, had time to throw. And he's doing this, and he hesitates. And then he lobs it up after he gets hit. Pick six to the house. Momentum killer. Every time we get something going in our favor, we just can't do anything about it. I can't believe it. You guys know I have that competitive nature. I want to win. But there's just no upside for this team. And we got 4 tough games coming up. Is that all I wanted to talk about with this game? I mean, we had pretty much the same amount of total yards, the same amount of plays, pretty much the same amount of time of possession. Everything was fine. But we just didn't make the plays that counted. And there are major issues, man. The staff needs to go. Jim Schwartz is inconsistent. They played all right today. Doug Pederson, again, I told you guys last week, if Doug does not give up play calling duties, nothing else is going to change. Nothing's going to happen. It's very sad. It's very sad as we continue to prop up our hopes in this one. Hey, everybody in the chat right now, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Welcome into Eagles post-game live. I didn't even say this. I'm RB. I go by RB, Philly Take with RB. And there's not much hope at this one. There's not much hope at this point. Oh, the trenches were terrible. I mean, Jason Peters, he wanted a pay raise for what? The guy goes out every third play. I mean, there was a play where Miles Sanders is trying to run. Peters literally backs up and he's watching him. He's watching him get attacked. Jason Peters gave up a few sacks. Lane Johnson gave up a few to Olivier Vernon. Myles Garrett wasn't even in, who had almost 10 sacks on the year. And we still get beat. Eagles D-line couldn't accumulate that much pressure. Not a lot of blitzes. Eagles linebackers, I mean, were okay in some aspects, I guess. Davion Taylor got his first start. I can't wait for the Sixers, man. I can't believe I'm saying I can't wait for the Sixers. I don't know what else to say. This is a bad football team in all aspects. RB, we suck. Go Sixers. Carson Wentz, haha. What's going on, Max the Brett Brown hater? You're still leading the East. Why does it have to be like this? Horrible play calling's only making it worse. Sorry, man, I can't lie, but the Giants are better than you guys. They are. I can't lie. And it's just like, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I can't even get mad at this because I picked us to lose. And again, I'm not picking us to win a game until they show me they can win. Until a change is made. Until Doug gets his sense of pride out of the way and gives up his play calling duties. I mean, literally, it's the same thing. Run 10 yards, look for a route, get locked down. Wentz takes a sack, won't throw it away. Offensive line breaks down, and that's that. Hey, RB, can I say that your team stinks? You could say whatever you want. I mean, they do stink. Crazy. This whole division's bad, and the Eagles are bad too. F this division. Jalen Williams says, I wonder what pick 4, 11, and 1 will get us. Ryan Rowe, what's up? Cowboy says, we all stink. Just let them talk trash. This is so bad. The Eagles need to reset. Carson is not the answer. I never thought I'd be saying this in a million years. Like, he doesn't look like the man anymore. Philly Unite, is it basketball season yet? Hey, I'm wondering the same thing, man. I can't believe, but for once, I'm so excited to talk Sixers. Like it's getting hard to even come up on here and talk about a team that just keeps doing the same thing and expecting different results. Tony Bradley from Detroit. This team is a disgrace right now. It's time to bench Doug and Wentz. Not lying. Offensive line problems or not, it's time to bench Wentz. Hey, I'm honestly starting to consider it over the next couple weeks. At least give Jalen Hurts a couple drives or something. I mean, what does it hurt at this point, right? What does it hurt? I'm not saying to do it yet to pull the trigger, but I'm considering. Off topic, Zaire Smith traded to Detroit for Tony Bradley. I'm gonna have to look into that later on, man. Petey says, I'm done. George, I can't put this one on Wentz. He was playing behind turnstiles today. JP wouldn't be playing on another team. That's another problem, though, George. It's another problem. Because Jordan Mailata, I said it in my video, a couple weeks back. I said Jordan Mailata was on a roll. Why are you bringing in an aged veteran who can't stay healthy anymore? Why? Why? Jordan Mailata has been the dude. He was on a roll. And now if you try to put him back in, his confidence is gone. Did I mention, by the way, that Travis Fulgham wasn't targeted till the third quarter? Did I mention Alshon Jeffrey was in for one play? Why are these guys even on the roster if we don't use them? Unbelievable. 2 for 12 on third down. We were 0 for 9 last week. 2 for 12. So we're 2 for 21 on our last 23, or 2 for 21 on our last 21 third downs. Are you kidding me? If we don't mess up something this way, we mess it up that way. And you know why? It's because every third down we're in is 3rd and 10. Every third down is a long situation. Eagles fans, are you ready for Sixers? You already know. Alshon playing like J-Jaw. I'm taking the Seahawks next week. Yeah, I'm not picking the Eagles to win. You should go to a game and vlog it. It should be a game you can't lose. I'm done with football. Ready for the hoops. Celtics still got love. Hey, I'm ready for the Sixers, man. Petition to get Carson and Doug out of here. Seahawks fan here looking forward to next Monday. Well, you should be. You should be. At this point in the season, I mean, I cannot believe this is what I'm seeing, man. That interception after the PI call, though, Carson Wentz. Yeah. And by the way, the one PI that we did get screwed on was that end zone one. Still, Carson throws it up in a double coverage, it looked like, or guys were around him. Travis did get held on that play, by the way. That was, I mean, I like throwing it up to Travis, but like he threw it off balance, and it's just weird, man. And it gets picked. Oh my gosh, man! It's time for Jalen Hurts. RB, we just got Tony Bradley for Zaire Smith. I'm gonna look into it after this stream. All right. At least we have the Sixers. You're right, we do. That's where all my hopes at. You can't blame Wentz at all. Dude has 0 blocking and receivers that can't do anything. What do you want the man to do? Well, I can't say that anymore. How about hit some throws? Stop overthrowing. Stop throwing it in the dirt. Make some right decisions. Throw it out of bounds. Get out of the pocket. Wentz has been bad the entire season. He's been bad. I mean, we got all our guys back last week, and he couldn't do anything. We all love you, RB. Keep it up. Appreciate it, man. Trying. Carson needs to sit, and Doug can't stay head coach. Give the play calls. They don't learn from their mistakes. At some point, accountability needs to be shown. I agree. Enough of the Eagles. Just Sixers talk, please. Hey, I'm so ready. Look, a lot of Sixers stuff coming, man. It all comes down to Washington and Giants. What a year. Why do we have Doug anyway? He's an ex-bad. At least the Sixers are doing good. Sixers are my only hope. Where's your Wentz jersey? It's in the closet. It's in the closet. I'm not bringing that thing out. He doesn't deserve it today. If you don't make the playoffs, at least you win the division. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to lie. I feel bad for the NFC East teams. Browns are 7-3. Ravens are 6-4. Even if you guys win division, won't win a single game in the playoffs. I agree. I like seeing my team win, but this team isn't beating anybody else. As one of my favorites, Ray Didinger, said last week, this is the NFC intramurals. I mean, we're not beating anyone outside the division. Nick says bench Carson. Really hard to see us getting any better. Browns fans should have run the ball. See, the Browns finished with 65 total plays. They ran it 40 times. 40 times. We ran it 25. And we were leading by a lot. And we just get away from it. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Talk about Fulgham. Not much to say. He's been locked 2 weeks in a row. I don't think the routes he's running are the best, but he just can't get open. I still think he has a lot of upside. I think he's going to be good, but clean house. The team is trash. Doug can't call plays. Eagles next 6 games, loss. Eagles suck. Time to see what Hurts can bring to the table. How could Hurts be worse than Wentz? I agree. Good points. I don't at this point, I'm almost saying, like, what else is there to lose, you know? Why not give him a try? We bring Jalen Hurts in for one play a game, and he doesn't throw the ball ever. He just runs it, and they know what's coming, right? Once again, failed to continue the run. I agree. Start Jalen Hurts. That's it, Doug. He'll never do it, though. How are you feeling right now? Terrible. Just like, look, you guys know I usually bring the crazy energy and like I usually get hyped up and mad or happy, like whatever, but it's really hard to do this, honestly. Like, it's like, what do I say? I mean, the same things keep happening every week. I told you nothing is going to happen until we get a play caller. It's downright bad, just like that. Philly says, what's good, RB? Lost for words. Run game is the best thing we got on offense, and yet we don't use it. Sanders is top 3 in the league in yards per carry. Top 3. We get away from it. Every time the guy touches the ball, it's positive. Every time Boston Scott touches it, positive. We don't give him a carry in the second half. Giants will probably win the NFC East. Sixers traded Zaire for Tony Bradley. I'm going to do a video on it later. Giants will win the division. I think they are too. It's crazy. This is god-awful. Need to get a new quarterback. December 22nd can't come fast enough. I agree with you, my guy. It's like I'm so ready to just keep talking about the Sixers at this point. They're giving me life, and the Eagles are just sucking it out of me. It's crazy. Sixers traded Zaire. Hey, I'm going to definitely do a video on it later. Eagles are playing and coaching like the NBA bubble. Sixers. How does Howie still have his job? Note, I mean, Davion Taylor comes in, not good. J-Jaw stinks. I mean, these draft picks are just bad. We traded our project for their project big. Interesting. No heart on this squad. Another great point. It's like, in the big moments, nobody steps up. We don't have a leader. We don't have a leader. Need as much picks as possible. Dallas scored. You know what's similar about Doug? Georgia Sports and the Jags, they suffer from definition of insanity. I was cheering for the Eagles today. Do you guys have a tough schedule? We have probably the toughest schedule remaining in the NFL, which is why I'm not optimistic at all. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I gave my breakdown on the game. It's not like it's just the same things every week. It's like Carson Wentz bad decision making in the big time moments. Doug Pederson doing the same old things. Jim Schwartz is good one week, and the next he sucks. Nobody's stepping up. No leaders. I feel bad for Miles Sanders. Guy gets 63 yards in the first half, and they go away from him. Broncos says Hurts should start. It's crazy. Wentz is no Vic or McNabb. Chubbs ended number 96 with that push. Hey, that big run was kind of like the game breaker for me. I mean, we were holding it close. We were there. And then Nick Chubb just breaks off on that run. I mean, we gave him life. And they just did not look back. We even stop them on their first drive. Or on their second drive, I think. We stop them. I mean, we make these plays, and then they're just for nothing. Thank you for keeping 100 on Carson. I have to at this point. Eagles broke Philly 500. I understand why. Like, as a content creator, you come on here, you get so, like, into this team. Obviously, you're a fan as well, which makes this hard. Like, you're a fan as well, but then you have to come on here and talk about this, and it's like nothing changes, and there's just no answers. I just can't do it anymore. Like, I live and bleed with the Eagles as well as the other teams, but the Eagles, I mean, this is just not the product we like. Giants fan here, you got to get rid of Ertz and or Alshon to free up some cash space. We're in a bad situation. You said McNabb is a bum. I never once said that in my life. Good to know that you watch the channel. Hurts can't even hold on to the ball for half his snaps. Wentz is not good, but Hurts isn't the big move. We need major changes. I'm pretty sure we're stuck with Wentz. Yeah, we are. For at least a couple years. I'm a Giants fan, but that pick after the PI flag, it's terrible. Threw it right into him. Right into his arms. I mean, I'm like half watching the game at that point. I'm setting up the stream and I'm like, wow, the Eagles are going to do this thing again where they go in the last couple minutes and try to make some heroics out of nothing. A big play there, and then, just throw it right into his arms. Like, the decision-making is bad. The mechanics are bad, and there's nothing else to say. I mean, again, I tweeted it out after the game. I never thought I'd be saying this in this situation. But Carson Wentz is not good. He's not good. And neither is Doug. And neither is this franchise right now. Countdown of days till Sixers play. Done with this season. Much love from Virginia. Hey, appreciate you, my guy. I agree. A lot of Sixers. There's some Sixers people up in here. A lot of Sixers is coming because they're giving me the energy. They're giving me the life to make videos and stream and all that. I can't. I mean, 4 months ago, I'd be saying, what? The Sixers out of anyone? And they're my main source right now. A human can't get beat to death every week and be fine. Terrible O-line. I mean, I agree with that. Peters stinks. Kelsey was banged up. Herbig's still out. Sam Malo, I guess, was okay, but not that good. How many times did Wentz get sacked? I think it was like 3 or 4, right? 5. 5 times Wentz gets sacked. Ridiculous. Why would we want to win the division? We could legit get a very high draft pick. I agree with you, Anthony. Like, at this point that we're at, like, it's to the extreme where it's like, why even try to win? But my thing is, why, in terms of this team, why do we even trust anybody to make a good draft pick, right? Like, Howie Roseman is making bad draft picks. He had a good year in 2017, especially with the free agent signings, but since then, he's been bad. And a lot of these guys we picked in the top 4 rounds don't even play. I mean, he's got to have the accountability too, man. Cowboys got to win or I'm done. Running game was obviously the key to winning. I agree. And we go away from it. Again, if you're just tuning in, I marked these things down. Sanders, 11 carries for 63 yards. His first 3 carries, 9, 11, and 5. 9 carries on the first drive and 1 throw. That's how we established the run, and every single game, we go away from it. Every game. He's our best asset on offense. Celtics fans, so maybe I'm bash. I feel like you're putting too much faith into Doc when he hasn't had the best track record. We'll see what happens, man. I'm very, very excited. Whether Hurts is the answer or not, it's about rebuilding the team, knowing what we have or don't have. Yeah, we're going to go into probably a rebuild this offseason, get rid of all these expiring contracts. There's a lot to do. Put my Lotta back in, put all your young peeps in. Exactly. But my Lotta is going to be out of his rhythm now, just like Dillard was. And it pisses me off to say that because we have this favoritism that goes on here. Sixers only thing making me happy as a Philly fan, I agree. Can they trade Wentz? I don't think so. I don't think it's feasible. Too much money left on the contract. I don't know who's going to take it based off the way he's playing right now. If you want to cut this live and talk Sixers, we won't hold it against you. Guys, look, usually we go like an hour and a half. I'm probably going to hop off here in like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to just keep reading these comments, and I'm probably going to make a Sixers video, honestly. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I've summed up the game in a couple things. Wentz is bad. Doug is bad. And our situational football is just bad. It's just bad. Let me see if I have anything else here. Like, the pick 6 can't happen. Should have hit Rieger. Sanders can't fumble the ball. I don't know. We just haven't played a full game this season, and every time I feel like we're about to get in the game, it never feels like we have dominance of the game. There are major issues on this team. We need to tank now. Hurts can't hold on to the ball. Already read that one. We didn't run the ball and blitz on screen play, defense, and offense. Yeah, Jim Schwartz isn't going to blitz. It's just established now. He's just not that defensive coordinator, and it's tiring. Do you think Howie's absolutely done? No matter what else happens. Yeah. Think he's done. I think some of the staff's going to go. And if Jeffrey Lurie doesn't sit down, look, let me know what you guys think in the chat. I want to get some of your opinions. At this point, if the Eagles do not get an offensive coordinator and Doug does not stop calling plays, do we even win a game the rest of the season? Let me know in the chat, because I can't see it happening. We can't muster more than 20 points on almost every week. We can't get more than 20 points. We should have had 10 points today. We got a garbage touchdown. It's ridiculous. Walter football, if we ended the season today, we get a safety. Wentz will be a backup soon. Receivers, we're just not winning early on the line. Singleton was the highlight. Singleton played well. He played well. He was the one guy that played good in the linebacker core. Damn. There's just so many issues, man. And my thing is just like, how do you not run the ball when it is pouring rain? Like, it's almost Baker Mayfield missed an open throw in the end zone. The ball's slipping every which way. And all you do, I would love to know if anybody does know, because I haven't looked at it yet, what was the run to pass ratio in the second half? Because at halftime, it was, what was it? 19 runs and 9 passes. Hold on, I can look right here. Finished with 35 passes, so 26 passes. And 26 passes and 6 runs. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. I'm going to say it 3 more times. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. Keep in mind, it's like it's pouring. It's like it's soaked outside. It's like a typhoon. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. Am I missing something here? Am I missing something? 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. When your running back has 11 carries for 63 yards in the first half. This is Carson Wentz's fault. Start hurts at this point. Nothing else to lose. Eagles are 2 for 12 on third down, and we were 0 for 9 last week. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. How do we excuse that? Does Doug go back and look at these things? And by the way, if you guys haven't seen me on my preview, I know I didn't do a lot of Eagles this week because of the Sixers, but the way Doug answers questions, he acts like a 10-year-old, a little brat, trying to make reporters feel bad, trying to flip their questions, make it into a joke. What are you going to say after this one, Doug? What are you going to say next week? What are you going to say when we lose 5 in a row? Is it still going to be funny, Doug? He thinks everything's a joke. And that's what pisses me off. You can see the potential of how great we can be, but they just throw it away. I agree. What's good besides all that we just watched? I agree. Didn't see this, but shout out to Rick Bennett, man. Appreciate the super chat. Not much to say about this game. Same old, same old. I agree. Same old stuff every single week. I feel like I've been saying the same things, which is why I'm not trying to talk that much. Same old thing, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. My gosh, man. I mean, what do we have to do at this point? What do we have to do? I don't know where I was at. What happens is offseason, a lot of the staff will be fired. If Doug keeps coaching this way, he could be gone. And every veteran that's out here getting overpaid, they got to go. We're probably going to go into a rebuild. You start using our guys like Rieger, Watkins, Hightower. That's the future. Goddard, Ertz will be gone. Alshon will be gone. D-Jax will be gone. I mean, they're all stealing money. Carson needs to be smarter with the ball. I agree. Doug said Carson's starting next week. How he's smoking. At least you guys didn't get 49 dropped on. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, it's just sad. How good is Fulgham really? I actually think he's really good. Based off what I've seen, I don't think it was just like a 5-game stretch where it's like he's not going to do anything ever again. But again, Doug's play calls are bad. We couldn't get separation. He has had 2 great corners on him, and he has been locked. I will admit. How many picks do we have in the draft? Not sure yet. Thoughts on the Zaire trade? I will have a vid out on it. I will have a video on it after this stream, which will probably get off in like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't have much else to say about this game. 3-6 now. 3-6-1, excuse me. 1-4 on the road. First place somehow. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. Sixers good chance to make to the playoffs, maybe to the finals. Hey, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. Because this is hard to do. I'm still going to keep doing my previews and my post games, but it's really hard, man. It really is. And sometimes people don't want to admit that, but it really takes a toll on how you like to run your channel. So who do you like in the AFC North? I don't know. I kind of like the Steelers. Ravens are kind of they're losing a little bit, you know. Fire everybody in coaching. We'll beat the Cowgirls. This team's awful. Can't get anyone like free agents. Need to blow the team up. Front office first. We're not winning another game. Hey. Philly the podcast. Appreciate my guy in here, man. Would love to know what you're thinking. I would love to know what everyone's thinking because this is just hard. I just don't get why. Refs screwed us on the fumble that was ruled down. Looking at Aaron Rodgers throws the ball makes me so angry. I don't care about the stupid Eagles. Go Sixers. I'm ready for the Sixers, fellas. I can't wait. Whoever 29 is on defense should not be on the field. Talking about Maddox. Eagles ran the ball 25 times, averaging 4.2 yards a carry, and Doug stopped running the ball. Again, I'll say it for the people louder in the back, baby. 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. Listen to me. I've been watching these postgame interviews later at night when my steam is blown off. These people don't ask the right questions. And when they do, he flips them. Ask them straight up. First question. Stop saying, oh, Doug, you were getting in a rhythm, running the ball. No, stop. Hit him with the direct questions. See what he says. How do you throw the ball 26 times in the second half and run it 6 when your running back is averaging 6 yards a carry? How is that feasible? How does that make sense? What is he going to say? What else can you say? Expose him at this point. At least you guys are still leading the division. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. And usually I'm the guy to say, well, at least we are in the division. I was joking about it earlier on in the year. But, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We get it. We'll get what? Guess what? Metamorphosis, whatever your name is. The Eagles passed 26 times in the second half and ran it 6 times. You want me to say it again? I'll keep saying it. Because people need to hear this stuff. I mean, come on. It's that hard. Giants coaching problem last year. We got Joe Judge. You need to clean house right now. Fool Pederson just said if you bench Carson, this sends the wrong message to the team. He said that? I'm going to watch the interview later if I even feel like it anymore. It's ridiculous. Doug doesn't put Wentz in position to succeed. I agree with that. I agree. Who wants to be in first place with 3 wins in week 11? It's embarrassing. Doug feeling himself from that Super Bowl win. And at this point, it was Frank Reich. I mean, he designed the plays. Doug is a good, usually I would say Doug is a good, like, rah-rah leader amongst men type of guy. He's good to be the head that way, but he's not good in calling plays. But right now, he doesn't even seem like a leader. I mean, he's taking this as a joke. He's taking it as a joke. I'm a Bears fan. You guys are in first. Doesn't matter. I mean, we have a tough schedule. Here it is right here. Here's what the Eagles have. Upcoming games. It's bad. Great lineup. I don't care what anyone says. O and D line can't perform because Wentz can't throw and Doug needs to stop this play calling. I agree with you. I think there is talent on his team. Every week now you say run the ball and Wentz is that. I'm not even going to acknowledge this comment. All I'll tell you is that when you have an identity, you stick to it. You utilize your identity to your advantage. What do the Browns do? They run it 40 times. You know why? Because they have 2 running backs that can. That's their identity. Wake up. Wake up. Wentz has been psychologically smacked ever since Foles took him to the Super Bowl. And since the organization really has, keeps kind of like nudging him in the shoulder. But this year he's just playing bad. Just bad. Eagles fans only blame Carson because they're scared to attack anyone else. Sanders cost us the game, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys can say this. How did he cost us the game? He had a terrible turnover. That cannot happen. You're right. Is it his fault that he got 5 touches in the second half? After going 11 for 63 in the first? Come on now. Come on. Hit that like button for RB. Let's get him the win today. Hey, everyone hit that like button. 65 likes, 180 in the chat. Get it to 100, man. Help push this out there. Eagles are 0-3-1 against the AFC North. That's a good point. They didn't even realize. What was your reaction when Cody missed the field goal? I was like, dang, we finally made a special teams play. But it didn't matter anyway, right? We need to clean house. We'll go 0-4 again against the AFC West. We are trash. Let's admit Carson is not the future. Hey, it's looking like that right now. Can't lie. Have a good one, Madman. One look at less Eagles fans. Didn't even bother watching the game. I mean, I don't blame you. Any Flyers love? We got to talk Flyers as well. Flyers and the Sixers are the best teams in Philly. Imagine saying that. Imagine. Interesting times, isn't it? Isn't it crazy? Who do you think wins the division? At this point, probably the Giants. I don't think Washington's that good. I don't think they have substantial quarterback play. So probably the Giants, to be honest, but any team's getting bounced. Browns ran the ball 40 times. We're averaging 3.4 yards a carry. Carson couldn't throw to a kid in the backyard. It's Carson's incompetence. Once you realize that, everything makes sense with the offense and why Doug calls the types of plays he calls. I'm not giving him an excuse, though. Both of them have not been good. Serious cap problems next year. I think Jalen Hurts starts at the second half. Hey, Seattle's defense is not good either. So do you go and give him the chance on that game? Rob says 26 passes and 6 runs. I thought Jason Garrett calls plays for the Giants, not the Eagles. That's a good one. Well, it makes sense because we don't have an offensive coordinator. Press Taylor and Aaron Moorhead didn't even travel with the team this game. It was just Doug. 4-11-1. Doug and Wentz are not coaching, playing well. We'll win the least with 5 to 7 wins. We won't even throw screens anymore. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's a trap run play. I agree, man. It's just hard, man. I'll read some final comments and we'll get out of here. Again, Eagles lose 22-17. Now sit at 3-6-1. First place, but only by a half game. Things are trending downwards. Wentz is bad. Pederson's bad. The whole organization's in trouble. And we got 5 tough games coming up. And I'll say it again. Like I said last week, if a change is not made, look, the Eagles hire someone else or name someone else play caller next week, I will be enticed. Crap, I might even pick the Eagles to win. But right now, no. And I'm one of the most optimistic people. I try to see the good. But at this point, it's just hard to. It's just hard. O-line's terrible. Can't stop the run. Recipe for losses. I agree. I said this game would be won in the trenches. I want a good draft pick at this point. I hear you. But again, Danny, we need the right person to pick that. You know what I mean? Do you think Howie should be in charge? I don't. Worried about Fulgham, too many drops, and bench Alshon. I'm not going to say I'm worried about Fulgham yet, but what I will say is that he needs to have a good game next week. He's not going up against a Denzel Ward or a Bradbury. So I hear you, man. Let's get 20 more likes in here, man. Let's get it to 100. We got almost 200 in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming out, even after these pitiful losses, even the opponents, the trolls. Shout out to everyone here to talk sports. Talent on this team, except on our defense, linebackers trash. Few DBs got to go. Support your boy. Hey, you know what to do. Wentz the worst screen pass thrower. It's weird. And Smiles, I don't know if you noticed, but I feel like his mechanics are off. I feel like it. Let me know what you guys think, or if I'm just seeing this different. But like every time Wentz goes to throw like a short pass out of the backfield or a screen or whatever, he angles the ball weird, and it's like he comes off his feet a little bit and doesn't get anything on it. That's just my opinion now. I don't know what you guys see. More running plays, time of possession. Hey, Sanders in his second year. Kid's 22 years old, 23. And he's a stud. And we're wasting him. Point blank period. Carson's passing off. Can't hit the receivers in route. I hear you. BOSG, shout out to my channel member. If you guys have not yet, check his channel out. Appreciate the donation. Says, it'll come down to Seattle's offense versus our D-line. Well, let me tell you, BOSG, I'm not counting on our guys to keep Russell Wilson contained. Guys haunted us for years. All he does is roam around, and he has the best deep ball in the league. If Avonte Maddox can't cover balls thrown by Baker Mayfield, what do we expect against Russell Wilson? And one guy we will be haunted by next week in advance, DK Metcalf. As much as it hurts to say, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, DK Metcalf, we really didn't pick that guy. He was a physical specimen. Couldn't believe he fell last year. And, oh, man, it's going to be rough. But I appreciate everyone in here, man. Read some of these and get off here. Probably go make a video about the Sixers and the trade. I agree. Ask direct questions. Yeah, we'll see if it happens. Do you think if we did not draft Hurts, people would still be calling for Wentz to be benched? I do. I just don't think it would have happened as quickly. But that's just my opinion. And I still don't get that pick just because Wentz is having a bad year. I still don't think it's justified, but that's just me. 2020, man. Very interesting when the Flyers and Sixers are the best teams in Philly. Think about that. Shutting down Chubb and Hunt for 3 quarters is no joke. Exactly. And I can't blame the defense in this. I mean, again, Jim Schwartz has a terrible game, comes out in the middle of the week. It was our fault. Then he gets it fixed. But still, I mean, the offense is just that bad. So, love this channel, bro. Love how you take the time to read comments and speak on them. Appreciate that, Van Durant. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for being here, my guy. Doug was asked if he considered putting Jalen in the game. I did not consider that. Of course he didn't. He doesn't think during the game, man. He doesn't think. BLSJ, appreciate the donation, my guy. Once again, go ahead and check him out. Says, I have family in Ohio that are Browns fans. I bet they're going to be calling you up tonight, my guy, as they should. Again, it's crazy how the last time we played the Browns, I saw Carson Wentz go down, and I saw the emergence of a quarterback in his first start. And this time I'm saying he should almost be done. It's crazy, man. It's wild. Thanks for answering. Also, what's your relationship with the Bears? Don't really have much relationship. They're just another team for me, but I like to see Nick do good. I'm hoping good for Nick. Don't count the skins out. Alex Smith won't turn it over. I'm not counting them out. I just think the Giants are the favorite at this point. Need to collectively apologize to Donovan McNabb. Wentz gave us one great year, and the Eagles fans turned their backs. I mean, I never turned my back on McNabb, and I don't think Wentz just had one great year, but I hear what you're saying, man. Lizzie says, great analysis here. Too bad the so-called front office pros can't get it like some of the fans do. I agree with you, Lizzie. I mean, I feel like myself, as well as a lot of these other great YouTubers, I feel like when you come onto these channels, you really get kind of the experience. You know what I mean? You get the actual fan, like, immediate impact. It's not national television where you can't say this, can't say that. You just talk about how you feel. And I agree. I wish some of these people in here, some of these actual Eagles officials would come in here and listen. You know? Rick Bennett, appreciate the donation, my guy. Shout out to you. Always a loyal guy up in here, man. Says, RB, this is Philly sports. I have felt the pain. Never stops, does it? Never stops, does it, man? Appreciate you, Rick. And shout out to Josiah. Shout out to Josiah, man. Hold up, because we got a special initiation for the members, man. Shout out to the members. You guys know what to do up in the chat. I'm going to get the sound effect ready. You guys know what to do, man. As we do, we welcome all new members up in here. Let me get a yes, sir, for Josiah, newest Fire Take member up in the building, baby. Newest Fire Take member. Shout out to Josiah. Hold up. Yes, sir, Josiah. Appreciate you, my guy. Welcome to the Fire Take Nation, baby, where you get the most fire exclusive content and you get recognized daily. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Everyone, give me a little shout out for Josiah up in the chat. Let me get the yes, sirs. You guys know what to do. We cover Eagles. We cover Sixers. We even occasionally cover the Phillies and the Flyers. You get the Philly passion up in here. Woo. Man, oh man. We got Lizzie. Read that comment. Joseph says Eagles start too slow in the first half of games. That's been a problem for years, my guy. That's been a problem. Hold up. We got Rick Bennett rejoining the Fire Take Nation. Yo, let me get a yes, sir, for the 2-time up in the chat, baby. Let me get a yes, sir, up in the chat. Hold up. Let's get the sound effect ready. You know, hey, we're going to ring it twice. We're going to ring it twice for the 2 times. For my guy Josiah and for Rick. Let me get a yes, sir, up in the chat, baby. Hold up. Yes, sir. Hold up. One more time for the 1 time. One more for the 1 time. Yes, sir. Rick Bennett, Josiah, appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the members, man. Welcome to the Fire Take Nation. You guys know what we do. You know what we do, man. We appreciate everybody up in here, no matter how long you've been here, no matter what team you support. We love talking sports, man. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody, man. Woo. Let's see. We scored more points on the offense than the Browns did today. If they take care of the ball, they would have won this game. I agree. Every game we lose the turnover battle, we lose. Except for the Dallas one. Win or lose, I look forward to your post-game analysis. Appreciate that. Let's see. Steve says Hurts. His mechanics on screens are terrible. He's by far the worst, and I'm not sure why. Like, he's literally the worst. I agree, man. It's been much different. Can we get Sixers general manager to do a big trade for Wentz? Imagine that. You got to think, being a Browns fan, losing all the time, had a 0-16 year to now being 7-3. Hey, shout out to you, man. Respect for staying with your team. Love the channel, bro. Love how you take the time to read the comments. Done with Wentz after 2 great throws. The guy holds onto the ball, misses a wide open Rieger, gets popped, and commits a pick 6. You can't make this up. I agree. The Rieger one is the most stunning to me. Love this channel. I'm subscribed. Hold up, because we've been trying to get out of here, but we got another one. It's like a domino effect at this point. Hold up, baby. Even when the Eagles lose, you guys find a way to put a smile on my face. Adam Matos is the newest member of the Fire Take Nation. They're going back to back to back like Doug Pederson's bad mistakes. Adam Matos. Hold up. Let's pull up the sound effect again for the 1 time. Hold up. Let me get a yes, sir, up in the chat. Now we got to ring it 3 times. For the 3 time. Hold up. Yes, sir. Adam Matos. Shout out to you. Welcome to the Fire Take Nation, baby. Where you get the most fire content on YouTube. And we got 100 likes up in the building, man. Hold up. Let's ring it again. Yes, sir. Woo! The chat is jumping, baby. And one more for the 3 times, baby. Yes, sir. Adam Matos, Rick Bennett, and Josiah, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, baby. Man, I probably blew out someone's speakers by now, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to you all. Shout out to you all. How much do you believe in Wentz from your favorite Cowboys fan? Not much right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm focused on the Sixers. Eagles still my team, but they're on some BS. I feel you, man. Sixers content's ready to come up. Defense played well, only allowed 13 points. I was fine on how they played. I agree. He's not even creative with Hurts. We all know Wentz is going to catch a pass. Exactly. Doesn't even throw it with Hurts. There's no question. Bears can't use Foles, right? Yeah, but the thing about the Bears, they delegate, right? Matt Nagy said, I need an offensive coordinator, and I respect that. Ryan Rowe, appreciate you. Hate taking the under, but the only way to make this game watchable, try my best to put out Sixers content. Go ahead and check them out. No disrespect, but the Phillies aren't good either. They have some trouble in the organization. We lost to the Browns. Wentz for president. Sanders is a beast. Most exciting to watch it. And when we use them, I agree. Last comment, fire Howie will be better immediately. Didn't want to subscribe till we got a win, but we probably won't. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, man. What about the Phils? I'm hoping. Shout out to Sean, man. Oh, yeah. The chat is jumping. How do you become a member? There should be a join link on the somewhere. Should be some type of join link, I think. Go ahead and check the memberships out. You guys know what to do. Shout out to all the new members, baby. Yes, sir. Chiefs fan is back. I was here 2 weeks ago. I believe it was 2 weeks. What's going on? What's up? Showing this chat is badass. You already know, my guy. You already know. Brady visits Link for the first time as a Buck next year. Yeah. What's going on with Wentz and the Eagles from a Niners fan? Hey, appreciate all the different fans up in here, man. We got troubles. Bad decision making. Not looking good. Jesus saves y'all. Sorry for the loss. Good day to everyone. Eagles fans are definitely delusional. Your name is Mudbone. Come on now. Only players on offense that showed up. I agree, bro. I agree. Nick says 101 likes. You guys already know the vibes, baby. He said back to back like Doug Pederson's mistakes. I'm dying. So much energy. Hey, no matter what, like I came in here all depressed, and you guys find a way to bring the energy. That's why I love this chat, man. No matter what. From a Chiefs fan, I'm low-key nervous, but win or lose, you still bring good vibes. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate it. A lot of good Sixers content coming, too. Eagles are the best quarterback that should have given them the division. I agree. Completely agree. I don't know what to think anymore. Doug and Carson are a bad combo. Probably going to watch their press conference later if I feel like it, but it's bad. If you watch that play, Wentz held on to the ball because the linebacker was in position to intercept, so he hesitated. I believe he would have been sacked because of the missed block by Rodgers. Yeah, but the first throw to Rieger, I still think he had time. But hesitated. No reason to watch them. Teams in shambles. Season's all downhill from here, 3-12-1. I would like to become a member. Hey, shout out to you, Robin. Appreciate you. Should be a link somewhere. Should be like a join button, I think. Wentz not doing anything for us to feel sympathy. I agree. I blame Doug for passing the ball so much in Looney Rain. I agree. Again, what did I say, chat? 26 passes and 6 runs in the second half. Can't happen. This chat is jumping. You already know. We have a lit chat up here. No matter what team you guys like. Look, I try to keep it objective. I, incorporate some other teams as well. Big Eagles, Sixers content creator, and love all the teams, man. So love all the different aspects and viewpoints as well. So appreciate you guys. But probably going to get up on out of here. When's it time to stop blaming Pederson and look at Wentz for what he really is? It's time to blame both. Fire Doug? Well, we'll make that decision at the end of the year, but it's bad. Wentz is trash. I can't stand JP anymore. I can't defend Wentz any longer. I can't watch his team any longer. I've had it. Good way to sum it up, Nathan. Shout out to my channel member, man. Shout out to them. Fire the GM and sell the team. Is this Doug or Wentz in your opinion? Both, John. Both. Both are bad. Bad right now. Fire them all, Howie and Doug. I hear you, Adam. Sixers are definitely delusional. I think you're delusional. Blame Doug for passing the ball. Why do we bring up Holyfield? Hey, I'm going to mention that at one point, man. I said that in my preview. I'm like, watch him not give him any carries. Doesn't. He doesn't. 62% on NBC Sports Philly says start Hurts. I like it. Clean house, more like call the exterminators. Keep doing your thing, man. Feed off your energy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Warning, you will get mad watching Doug's press conference. I usually watch it at night when I'm like, all right, I try to calm down, and it's like, I mean, his press conference, then his next day morning call with the radio show. It's so bad. He thinks everything's a joke. Doug has to go. I hear you. Phil Wentz would succeed on a different team. I think he would too. He'd be a lot better than he is. I feel like a lot of guys would do that. You know what I mean? Like even if Justin Jefferson came here or DK Metcalf, they might not be as good as what they are right now. So if you were all experts, then you'd be working in the NFL. I'm not an expert. I tell what I see, to be honest. So move on to Jalen Hurts, says Bucks fan. We lose out. We get in the top 5. Doug has to go before we let Carson out the door. Wentz for president. If Carson doesn't start being accurate, Doug doesn't start coaching, I will play quarterback and running back, and RB will coach the team. Wouldn't hurt, right? Are Eagles even trying? Who knows? I feel like there's no heart. None of it, man. What are we going to say now? How are we going to do with our backs against the wall? Because every time we seem to come out of nowhere. But right now, it just doesn't look good. Josiah, shout out to you. Eagles for life. Shout out to all the new members, baby. Bears, good defense and offense. Just the O-line makes Foles look bad. I saw that too when I was watching them. Time to clean house. Give a good coach a chance to evaluate Wentz and Hurts to see which direction the team's going forward. Get Howie, Doug, and Jim out. We need to fire Jim, Doug, and Howie. Hey, I appreciate everyone giving these takes. Look, before we go, this is the last thing. I want to hear from the chat. Just one name. Who needs to go first? Carson Wentz, Doug Pederson, Jim Schwartz, Howie Roseman. Those 4. Let me know in the chat. Who needs to go first? If you had to pick someone. Steve says Wentz is the problem. The plays are there. He's just not making them. What do you think the Sixers' next move is? I think we need one more tall wing. I think a trade's coming, my guy. Matt Patricia to Philly. Nothing to say. Eagles lose the football team, Giants, and tie with the Bengals. I hear you, Jennifer. Carson playing so bad, Doug might come out of retirement, or Greg Ward, the quarterback. Browns are 7-3. How did he lose to the Browns? How did 7 other teams? The foolishness. Jefferson looks like a young OBJ. Doug needs to reevaluate the team, and Carson needs to reevaluate himself and his game. He needs to be more confident, stop making bad decisions. I agree. But hey, dang. Woo. Everybody, last thing in the chat, let me know who needs to go first. I'm interested to see what you guys say. Doug, Carson, Jim, or Howie? Because one of them's got to go. Let's see. Doug. Why didn't Doug throw a challenge at the Baker fumble? It was obviously a fumble. Because he doesn't do anything right on the spot. He doesn't think fast enough. So we got Wentz, Doug, Howie, Doug. This is interesting. A lot of Dougs, Howie. Looks like the majority says Doug Pederson has to go first. Not surprised. I want the Chiefs OC to be our coach. He's a stud, man. You think Carson overrules Doug on plays? I think he does later in the game. Sometimes he changes it up, though. As long as Roseman is GM, it doesn't matter if we win a Super Bowl or go 500 or get in the top 5. We still get bad drafts. Exactly. We got a Howie, Doug, Donovan, Carson. Getting Doug an OC is not an option anymore. Regardless, he's going to call plays, and if he can't now, he won't be able to then. Doug and Howie. Wentz can't beat the Browns. Jim Schwartz, Roseman. To fire Doug, you need to fire Howie. How you know Eagles have the best quarterback in the NFC East? I don't know if we do right now. Wentz, Doug, Howie. All right. Fire Brett Brown. I'd like to see Doug and get an OC before we fire him. Howie. Howie only starts at the top and trickles down. Cancer Carson. Howie needs to go for not getting key players to make the team look better. Andreas says Howie is a bum, bro. Kieran says Brett Brown. Philly team sucks. Fumble was ruled forward progress. Jeffrey. Head coach is responsible. He has to go. Doug Wentz, and Howie. Doug out. Get Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. Bring him back. Wow. I'm lost of how the Eagles became the best team in the league to one of the worst. Must do better. I hear you, man. Hey, a lot of questions, a lot of things to be heard. I'll end it on this. Actually, we'll end it on this. Josiah says, fire up this chat with the yes, sir. We'll end it on that. Last thing I'll say, things got to change. A new play caller must be in. And if we don't do anything different, if Doug keeps acting like a child, we'll look at the tape. Things will get better. Well, nothing's going to happen. I've tried my best to keep my hopes up. But if nothing changes, this is bad. This is bad. So, hey, shout out to everyone, man. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Woo! Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to everyone that hit that like button for me. You guys know the vibes, man. Win or lose. Win or lose, we bring the energy. Hey, probably be doing a Sixers video if you guys like that. If not, we'll be back, I guess, this week for the Eagles. Whew, we'll see what happens, man. But this is bad. Things must change, and we all know that. With that being said, I go by RB. Philly Take with RB. Hit that like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button. And hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload, all right? Appreciate you guys for bringing the energy as always. And you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm probably going to watch a press conference later and get mad. With that being said, catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.